Because
A lot of these companies would have considered Nigeria.
Because we have the population. If you are looking for youth that are unemployed and are ready to work, yes, we have it. But because of lack of power, we are going nowhere. That's Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy PaRay, man. If you are new to the channel, do well to like the video. It helps the video to grow. And if you're a new subscriber, do well to hit the subscribe button. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Appreciate coming back to the channel to watch the video, to like our video. You are the MVP. Appreciate, like the video and share and comment. Thank you, guys. This news just kind of blow my mind away. Let's get straight into the video because there's no time. It says by 2027, Apple to import all iPhones sold in the US from India rather than China. You might not understand the implication of this, but I'm gonna break it down as an African and as a Nigerian, you know what I mean? I'm not here trying to talk about who's gonna win on this trade war between China and the US. Nah, that's not my business. I'm here to talk about one side taking advantage of what's going on, or a particular country taking an advantage of what is trending right now. You can see from the headline what's gonna happen. And mind you, this is not just about iPhone. This is gonna be the norm for so many other things, like so many companies that have their headquarters in the US. It's gonna be the norm because a lot of them are gonna move out from China to other countries. And believe me, this Trump administration is not, the guy is not playing with China. He's not joking. The guy is like, first term, okay, I did something because there was a tariff increase on Chinese product during his first term, but I think it's like, okay, I did some stuff, but no, that wasn't it, you know what I mean? He's like, I'm coming back this time to really show China who the real Trump is. So yeah, that's Trump for you. A lot of things are gonna change. He's gonna do what I call his worst. He's not gonna back down for China. He's not gonna take it easy with them, believe me. Okay, let's get into the news. In the wake of the recent tariff debacle, both Bloomberg and Financial Times are reporting that Apple aims to manufacture import almost all of its iPhone sold in the US from India rather than China by the end of next year. This means Apple would need India to make more than 60 million phones a year. Wow. So if you guys don't know why the US choose not to manufacture iPhones like this in the US, is because of the cost, I'll put it that way, and the labor, because you're gonna pay the US workers in dollars to manufacture all these goods, and you're also selling in dollars. So at the end of the day, is either the phone goes up or they can't make much sales. All right, so listen to what Tim Cook had to say.
But the sheer volume of engineers in China is greater than any other place we might discuss. Is that basically still the case?
Yeah, there's a confusion about China that, and let me at least give you my opinion. The popular conception is that companies come to China because of low labor cost. I'm not sure what part of China they go to, but the truth is China stopped being the low labor cost country many years ago. And that is not the reason to come to China from a supply point of view. The reason is because of the skill and the quantity of skill in one location and the type of skill it is. Like the products we do require really advanced tooling. And the precision that you have to have in tooling and working with the materials that we do are state of the art. And the tooling skill is very deep here. You know, in the US, you could have a meeting of tooling engineers and I'm not sure we could fill the room. In China, you could fill multiple football fields. It's that vocational expertise is very deep. Very deep here. And I give the education system a lot of credit for continuing to push on that even when others were de-emphasizing vocational. Now I think many countries in the world have woke up and said, you know, this is a key thing and we've got to correct that. But China called that right from the beginning.
So what he's trying to say, the skills are in China, and most importantly, the labor cost is low in China. Hey, Tim Cook, you can't debunk that.
Do you understand? So if you need Chinese national to fill this stadium or maybe to work on this iPhone and all this stuff, they are gonna be available.
So technically you have the labor and you also have the skilled workers.
So if you take this phone to the US, if you take it to the UK, Germany, France, Canada, Ireland, you're gonna make a whole lot of money. So that is what it means. This means Apple would need India to make more than 60 million phones a year in order to satisfy its domestic sales. Wow. Overall, India iPhone assembly would have to approximately double to meet this target, to about 80 million per year. So they are gonna need like double, in fact triple of what they currently have. That is a whole lot of employment to Indian nationals. Can you imagine just a single flip of rules, or let's say Trump legislation? A lot of employment is going to India. It says Foxconn and Tata, that is a two-man supplier in India. They already have 3 manufacturing base with 2 more that are being built. So they are building 2 more factories to support what they already have. This is a big win for India, guys. While Apple was in the process of diversifying iPhone production before the Trump administration took office, wow, so they were already planning to diversify this. Yeah, maybe they understand who is coming into power and they must have took some lesson from his last tenure. So that already had taught them a whole lot of lessons. So practically it's okay for them to plan diversifying iPhone production. Oh, let's continue. It seems the ensuing tariff wars have driven motivation to accelerate the plan. Since February, when Trump's plan for reciprocal tariff were first announced, Apple's India production has surged. So the moment he even announced the first plans for tariff, production, boom, don't they go in India. Can you imagine? So technically they have already, let me say, paused the production in China and practically move it India, because they already know who is coming in. For a short while, Apple faced eye-watering 145% tariff on its Chinese product. Yes, that is what the US wants them to pay. If you're importing anything from China to the US, you're gonna pay 145% tariff, and this does not make any economic sense, just like China replied. So this is where it gets interesting. It says, as of right now, with the smartphone tariff exemption in place, iPhones imported from India would see no tariff applied to them. You can see the reason. Tariff from iPhones imported from factories in China are currently slapped with 20% levies. Of course, the US tariff policy changes by the week, and the situation may be different by the end of next year. Still, Apple benefits from diversifying its supply chain operations. So to me, it makes so much sense for Apple to diversify its production base, because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Something like this comes up again and it affects sales, it affects your product. Before you know, the company just swindle, and that will be the end of Apple. So they don't want this to happen any longer. It's better for them to diversify their production base, get other countries to get into the production process, and yeah, the business will continue. So let's take it to Africa, because I already saw this coming. Just imagine if, let's say Nigeria, we had the power, because power is the most important reason a company will want to have a base in your country. So if you look at it very well, do we have the labor? Yes, we have the labor. Do we have the grant for Apple to build their manufacturing base? Yes, we have it. Are they going to spend much on employment costs and all those stuff? No. Based on the currency, what they are paying Chinese national is too much.
We might not really have the skills, but Nigerians are intelligent and hardworking people, and we would be very fast to adapt to skills training.
So it could have been a very good avenue for Nigeria to boost their employment rate, because
a lot of these companies would have considered Nigeria.
Because we have the population. If you are looking for youth that are unemployed and are ready to work, yes, we have it. But because of lack of power, we are going nowhere. That is why our leaders continue to be our biggest problem.
Look at Mark Zuckerberg in Lagos having a chat with Kunle Afolayan, and suddenly power went off. Is this a country one would want to come and invest in?
I made a film in 2007, and we were going to have a premiere in London at the BFI, the London Film Festival. And we were able to pull out a lot of crowd by just using Facebook, because we couldn't afford to use the mainstream television or radio in the UK. But everybody was on Facebook, at that time, and this really, helped. And this is Nigeria. This is,
that's part of it.
Now, All these companies are gonna go to India, they're gonna go to Malaysia, they're gonna go to Philippines, Thailand. Yeah, it's reality. So in the next 3, 4, 5 years, we are all going to read about the positive impact coming out from these countries. We are not going anywhere when there is no power, when there's no electricity. It's sad, but it's a reality. I keep saying this, without steady electricity in that country, we are stuck, we are done. Forget about all the talks about development and growth. Nah, that is rubbish stuff. Yeah, that's the video for you. Let me know what you think about this news. Let me know what you think about this update. And if you're new to the channel, like I said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And yeah, if you're already a subscriber, thank you, I appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Yeah, let's continue in the comment section. My name is PaRay, and I'm signing out. Peace and love. Piash. Boom.
This could be good for me. Lately I was feeling like I need a purpose. But when you talk to me, give me the impression that I won't scratch your surface. And I could walk for days, searching for your praise. Is it even there to find? Is there a chance for me to win your memories? Will I slowly lose my mind? Lost in your maze, stuck in your gaze. How can I get out? I'm out of time to make you mine.